Hi everyone, welcome back to Small Beginnings. My name is Katia, and today we're going to be creating a brand icon. Okay, so I love a brand icon. I feel like they add so much charm to a brand. Like, the more playful and quirky it is, the better, I think. I have a whole Pinterest board dedicated to icons. I think they're so freaking cute. So I took a lot of inspiration from those. And I've been working on making Small Beginnings just a bit more cohesive. So I decided it was time to create my own and let you guys in on that process. I first started off by taking a photo of mine and trying to recreate it, but just make it a bit more stylized. So I did exaggerate the largeness of the eyes. I thought that'd be cute. At first, I kind of didn't know exactly what I wanted to go for, so I thought just like starting off with like a simple sketch would just give me more ideas and allow me to explore like what do I really want it to look like. Once I kind of finished it, I realized it wasn't too much of what I wanted because it kind of gave that vibe of like, you remember that era of time when people would just like trace pictures of themselves to create cartoon versions of themselves, but it would just look exactly like the original picture without any depth. That is the vibe it gave, and I'm not a fan of that style. I don't know why, it just gives me flashbacks to like 2012 or like 2015 or something. I scratched that and I tried again. For my second attempt, I wanted it to have this chibi style, very cute, but I also wanted to make note of the things that make my face, like my glasses, my wider set nose, and my full lips. And I usually have my hair in twists or braids, so I included that same style. So this time I kind of sketched out some ideas with that in mind. Then we recreated that on Procreate, and this is where we're at so far. I think she's mighty cute.
The sound of it reanimates the shadowed Merlins. The supersonic weapon Alice had held that day lasted 10 seconds. But here, it lasts twice as long. The pain drives all but Erebus to the ground.
While creating the sketch, I had some questions I wanted to ask myself in regards to how I identify. That'll help, like, okay, what would be the best icon for me personally? Like, do I identify as like a floating head? Or should it be a portrait style where you kind of see my shoulders? Or should it be like something aesthetic, like an off-guard kind of thing? Like, what is the vibe that I'm searching for? And I think I kind of landed on just like a floating head. I think I do like that look better. Something about it just gives whimsical, and I love that. I think it's kind of cool when the head is like the only context you kind of have for the thing. So I just like the way that looked. I did this exercise a few months ago where I created a brand mood board. So I just included images from Pinterest or from my own like gallery that just encompassed the brand. And that mood board also kind of helped me figure out the icon a bit better as well. So throughout the mood board, you'll see a lot of bubbles. And for some reason that I just really felt connected to the bubbles. I feel like bubbles represent like this playfulness, this lightheartedness, fun, but also being enclosed and to yourself and like in your own bubble, which I feel represents me a little bit. So I included that in my icon too. Now let me tell y'all though, this bubble was an absolute headache to create. I don't know why it was so hard for me to recreate a bubble, but oh my gosh, I had so much trouble. I literally just had to look up a tutorial, and then I finally realized what was the easiest way to make it on Procreate. It was such a headache, and I'm not even totally satisfied. So I just kept trying until I figured it out. Okay, this is kind of cute. I'm feeling this vibe. This is without the extra line marks. And we have this with the line marks, which is also cute. Another version, it's like different lighting. I'm not super obsessed with this one, but I do like it. This one is a chop. By this point, I had already made a lot of different bubble variations. I made some smaller ones. I made some that were larger, different, color variations of the bubble. I tend to be pretty indecisive when it comes to parts like this, where a different color or a different detail could change the way I feel about the entire thing. So I was just trying to figure out which bubble I liked more and how I wanted to finish this off. So there's a lot of back and forth. And now I'm just getting some shots in so that I can get a good look at each version. I also made a little version without the bubble, just to have, which I think is just as cute. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.